Grade 10 students, welcome to today's session, Chapter 2, Polynomials. In this session, we will see the polynomials. In class 9, you have studied polynomials in one variable and their degrees. Now you just recall it. Degree of the polynomial. If p of x is a polynomial in x, the highest power of x in p of x is called the degree of the polynomial p of x. Example 4x plus 2. Here the variable is x. The highest power of the variable is 1. So this is degree of the polynomial. 1 degree of the polynomial is here 1. Linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Example 2x minus 3. Here the variable is x. The highest power of the variable is 1. So the degree is 1. In generally, any linear polynomial in x is the form ax plus b, where a and b are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Example 2x square plus 3x minus 2. In this polynomial, the variable is x. The highest power of the variable is 2. 2 into x square's coefficient is 2 and highest power of x also 2. Do you understand? Here the highest power of x is 2. So degree of the polynomial is 2. In generally, any quadratic polynomial in x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Example 3x cube minus 2x square plus x minus 1. Here coefficient of x cube is 3, coefficient of x square is minus 2, coefficient of x is 1. Here the variable is x. The highest power of the variable is 3, that is x cube. In x cube, power is 3. This is highest power in this polynomial. So degree of the given polynomial is 3. In generally, any cubic polynomial in x is of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c, d are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Next, 0 of a polynomial. You have already studied in class 9 how to find the zeros of the linear polynomial. See the definition for 0 of a polynomial. A real number k is said to be a 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of k is equal to 0. Example, if k is a 0 of p of x is equal to 2x plus 3, then p of k is equal to 0. Here p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So p of k is equal to 2k plus 3. If p of k is equal to 0, 2k plus 3 is also equal to 0. 2k is equal to minus 3. Left hand side plus 3 comes to right hand side, it change into minus 3. Now k is equal to minus 3 by 2. In general, the 0 of the linear polynomial ax plus b is minus b by a. Here b is constant term, a is coefficient of x. Now we will see geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. The linear polynomial ax plus b, a is not equal to 0 has exactly one zero, namely the x coordinate of the point where the graph of y is equal to ax plus b intersects the x-axis. For example, the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 3 is a straight line passing through the points minus 2, minus 1 and 2, 7. The given graph is y is equal to 2x plus 3. Take the points for x minus 2 and 2. Substitute minus 2 in y, we get minus 1. If substitute 2 in y, we get 7. So the points are minus 2, minus 1 and 2, 7. See the diagram. See the graph, x-axis, y-axis. Plot the points in this graph. Y equal to 2x plus 3 is a straight line. The straight line intersects the x-axis at the point minus 3 by 2. Here the 0 of 2x plus 3 is minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 is a intersecting point. In general, given a polynomial p of x of degree n, the graph of y equal to p of x intersect the x-axis at most n points. Therefore, a polynomial p of x of degree n has at most n zeros. Now we will go to exercise 2.1. First question, the graph of y equal to px are given below. For some polynomials p of x, find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. Look at the graphs. Each is the graph of y equal to p of x, where p of x is a polynomial. See the first figure, first graph. The graph is intersects y-axis only. There is no intersection in x-axis. So here no zeros. The graph has no zero because the graph does not intersect the x-axis. Third diagram, see the graph. Here the graph intersects the x-axis at 3 points. So the number of zeros is 3 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 3 points. Fourth question, see the diagram. Here the graph intersects the x-axis at 2 points. So the number of zeros is 2 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Fifth one, see the diagram. Here the graph intersects the x-axis at 4 points. So the number of zeros is 4 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 4 points. In exercise 2.1, first question, remaining 2 sums are homework. Do it your own. Thank you, children.